YouTube! Today we are going to be rating Twitch chat's Hear Me Outs. In this stream, I asked chat to submit their, I would say, questionable waifus and husbandos for me to review. We got over 600 submissions. I selected around 100 and something so of them to present on this stream, and if this goes well, then maybe we'll go over the other submissions. Who knows? Who knows? I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited. All right, let's see. Now, before we get started, a formal explanation. What is a hear me out? Alekirser dictionary defines it as a character or individual for whom you really have to fight to explain your attraction to. They are usually not intended for mainstream romantic or sexual appeal, but something about them draws you to them anyway. To provide an example, anime waifus like Your Forger, Urza Scarlet from Fairy Tail, Tifa Lockhart from from Final Fantasy, or Cynthia from Pokemon, to name a few. These do not count as hear me outs for the sake of this presentation. These are people that everybody thinks are attractive for the most part. So, let's get creative, everybody. All right, next slide. First off, why did so many of you say me? It's just... So many submissions of Alekirser, man. So many submissions of Alekirser. We're just gonna gloss over that. We're just gonna accept it for what it is. Whatever, dude. I get it. I get it. Also, for the sake of this presentation, Ditto does not count. Leave Ditto alone. Ditto is a hack. Because your hear me out isn't Ditto themselves. Your hear me out is who Ditto can transform into. So Ditto doesn't count because a lot of people are like,
Ditto can mimic on any of my actual waifus.
Nuh-uh. If you're gonna say hear me out Ditto, it better be about the actual Ditto. But everybody who submitted explicitly clarified, not Ditto by themselves, just who Ditto can transform into. And I don't think that's very successful or very nice to Ditto, okay? Now let's get into the hear me outs. This one was probably the most submitted by a landslide. It is GLaDOS from Portal. In these slides, I will put a picture or two of the person in question, the name of the character, and a few of the, I would say, justifications that people put for their hear me outs. All right. So, this is what people had to say about GLaDOS. And I quote, "That body." If people are saying, that means that this is a hear me out, okay? If people are saying, this is a hear me out. That body. Next quote, "She can berate me and tell me my intelligence is less of an amoeba with her sultry robot voice, while I mindlessly fuck up the simplest puzzle room, and I'm all here for it. And in her potato form, technically I can switch the potato for like a grapefruit and just put a hole in it." You know, I didn't see the grapefruit part. When I was putting these in, I did not see the grapefruit comment. Okay. I probably should have come up with some I would say, some criteria for rating these. So let's go by let's go by the following criteria. On a scale of 1 to 10, how hear me outable is this? I would say like a 7. I'd say most people would be like, if they're normies, they'd be like, yeah, no, what do you mean? But like to a lot of like gamers and like, well, us, it's like, a lot of us are like, yeah, no, GLaDOS, I get it. I'd say it's like a 7 in terms of like, hear me out ability. In terms of, you know, I would say the explanation they gave. I like it when they can illustrate how they would hang out with them, to put it in simple terms. And as explicit and unnecessarily explicit as this description was, I would say it definitely paints a picture. So I would give this explanation like a solid 7.5 out of 10. I rate this a robussy out of 10. All right. Next submission. Red Dragon Angelus from Drakengard. She is incredibly loyal, even to someone as horrible as the main character. She's got the best voice, low-key carries, and is dragon wife. Okay. So, I get it. I do. In terms of, like, the hear me out ability, I feel like a full-on dragon would be off-putting to the average person, so I would say, like, 8 out of 10. In terms of, like, description, it keeps it fairly wholesome, so I'll give it, like, a neutral 5 out of 10. But I get it. You know, when I look at this dragon, I'm kind of, like, looking into a mirror. I'm very biased towards dragons. I am. So, in terms of hear me out ability, I get it. I do. I'm not biased. I'm very biased. I mean, look at this. Look at the curves. Look at the curvature. Thighs for days. Big, strong, muscly mommy arms to keep you wrapped in them. Absolutely a yandere. Am I biased? Maybe a little bit, but it doesn't matter because I think this is a solid submission. I am hearing you out. I am absolutely hearing you out. I rate this a dragon out of 10. Yeah, okay. Next submission! So I said that you could submit fictional characters, and I tried to keep all of these to fictional characters, but this was really funny, so I just had to include it. Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? It's the Atlantic Ocean. Like the entire Atlantic Ocean. Let me move over here so you can see the vision. Do you see the vision? Do you see the vision? Do you see the vision? 'Cause I see the vision. This is a very proper hear me out. Like, goddamn. Zooey mama. Goddamn. Goddamn. I've been pointing this out for years. Everybody, like, as soon as I moved to the side, everybody was like, why the Atlantic Ocean? Then I moved to the side and everybody's like, oh my goodness. I'm hearing you out. All right, let's see what this man had to say about the Atlantic Ocean. Actually, you know what? This was submitted by like 3 people. One of them just didn't submit an explanation, so I only have the 2 explanations over here. Let me read it. Hear me out. There is no reason for an ocean to be built like it was manufactured to be capable of bearing my children. Body, T. Figure, slaying. Hips, waving. She's posted up like she's begging for a nice sturdy piece of land to pour his hot lava into her ravines. Instant crack. Zero hesitation. Hello? Just saying. If I lived on that side of the world, I would consume that ocean salt like there was no tomorrow. That ocean can dry me out any day of the week. I rest my case. Hashtag blessed to be alive. Hashtag VCard secured. Hashtag use code Alekirser at checkout. Hashtag buy the Fumo. Hashtag wish I was an island. Hashtag becoming a wizard at 30. And then another person said, hear me out. The shape of the Atlantic Ocean. If you squint your eyes, it looks like a very attractive woman, as we've seen. Hear me out. Yes, I'm absolutely hearing you out. You know, this is a great example of Shakespeare isn't dead. Shakespeare is alive and well, and he exists in Alekirser's Twitch chat. In terms of hear me out ability, this is a solid, like, I would say 9.5. Very creative, very good use of brain power. A lot of this hear me out kind of makes me think, wow, how much time have you spent looking at maps? And have you done anything regrettable while looking at maps? I was painted a very good picture, so like, hear me out. I'm hearing you out. This was a good submission. I was very happy with this one. Thank you. Thank you for your service. Everybody who wants to bang the Atlantic Ocean, thank you so much. Good shit. Good shit. Good shit. Okay. Next, hear me out. Scylla from Epic the Musical. Now, the interesting part about this character is she's very large, but her appearance also greatly varies depending on which animatic you see her as, because she doesn't have like a canon appearance, I would think. She varies a lot in appearance based on like which fan depiction you see. So I'm assuming this person just means any form of Scylla. I just love the concept of Scylla. Okay, so this is what they had to say. There is something alluring about a monster's sea monster seeming like a regular person and then suddenly transforming into towering 4 to 5-headed creature that devours 5 of your friends whom you've personally sacrificed, singing a resonating duet with her that is just attractive to me. So a lot of you in this presentation said something very similar to this, where you just want to be like stepped on by a giant woman. And you know what? Power to you. Power to you. You want to be smothered by a giant. In terms of hear me out ability, I don't know. The versions of Scylla that I saw, like, she's pretty. She's pretty. She's just very, very, like, comically large compared to you. And she can also eat you. So in terms of hear me out ability, I'd give it like a 7. In terms of the explanation, I rate it a steppies. A steppies out of 10. But this still counts as a hear me out. I really like Epic the Musical. This was a pretty good submission, I'd say. Next, hear me out. 1000 THR, the Earth Mover. From Ultra Kill. All right, let's pack into this. Let's get right into this. Trapped beneath layers of soot and decay, wandering the long night, serving as final omens for the beginning and end of a final war. Piercing the heavens with their antennas as they gallop across fields of a ruined world. They walk the earth, casting a shadow of silence beneath their massive span. Their roaring shriek heard endlessly throughout heaven, hell, and the earth from which they travel. Should I play Ultra Kill music? Hold on. Hey, Ellie, there. Wrong. I didn't mean to play guess. I still had that loaded up, sorry. I didn't mean to play that. Let's play Ultra Kill music. I didn't mean to play guess, sorry. Is this correct? Alright, let's read it again. The 1000 THR Earth Mover is a colossal supreme machine from Ultrakill, a walking fortress armed with an electric spear that could shatter skies with each strike. Its creation marked the last era of what Ultrakill described as the final war. Although no exact records have been given, it has often been described as around 500 meters tall. How would that even work? Like, would you just climb it? Like, how does this... Like, I'm all for size difference, but I'm thinking logistics here. Like, is 500 meters still within, like, crackable? I mean, don't question it. That's the whole point of the stream. I want to know the details. I want to hear you out, so I have to ask questions. So I'm assuming, like, you climb inside and, like, you do everything inside it? I guess? Nothing has given me such awe and fixation as stepping out from down below to be greeted by 6 piercing eyes. Affection is not a sufficient word for the feelings I harbor, each curve and angle of its construction fueling a war machine capable of utter destruction, yet still containing an almost sexual appeal. I may be a speck of blood in its wake, but it does not impede my attempts of reciprocation for it. I dream one day of hearing a dominant purr from the magnificent metal exterior of this machine, lowering the only appendage and weapon it has, so it may hoist me across the endless ruins, placing me closer to whatever it may call a face for me to display my affection so openly. It may be a machine, embodying only the worst of humanity's lust for war, but perhaps I can embody a concept beyond what it was made for. Love without reason. So yeah, I think I can take her. I mean, I've already been inside her once during the game. What? Okay, so this person, they really like robots. This description is insane. I don't think Shakespeare's dead. I think Shakespeare's alive and living, and once again, living in my Twitch chat. Hello, Celadon. We're reading chats, hear me outs right now, and I'm moved. I'm shaken. Your passion, it's just... You brought me to tears. Wow. These aren't my hear me outs. These are chat's hear me outs. I'm just judging you. None of these reflect my personal opinion. Wow. This was amazing. I get it, you know, like those are some very well sculpted appendages, like there's some curve to it. I get it. You've moved my earth. You've moved my earth. Thank you for this submission, thank you. I rate this a fuck yeah out of 10. Next one. Also, I will switch back to my cheery Nintendo music. We're done with Ultra Kill for now. There we go. Actually, I like the... There we go. Samba, samba, samba. Iselda from Hollow Knight. I love her. This is fair attitude. She got that sexy bored voice. You know she's the goat when it comes to sucking, cause she's a mosquito. She's a real tsundere. Acts like everything sucks / is disappointing, but she's actually pretty happy with her life. She deserves a man who's actually around, though. She's got that booty, though. Bapanada? Bapanada? I never played Hollow Knight. I don't understand the reference, but you know, she is a baddie. I'll give you that. She do got that bunda. Let me go move away so you can see the bunda. Ooh. Okay. What that bunda do? Okay. You know what? Insects in general are gonna be very niche, so I applaud you. I applaud you for this this opinion. I would give your hear me out like a solid like a 8 out of 10. The description, you got me cackling, you got me kicking my feet, you got me giggling. Yeah. I rate this I'm trying to come up with a pun. I rate this a sucker, I hardly even know her, out of 10. I like it. I like it. Heyo. Next one. So again, I said you should only submit fictional characters. But technically numbers are fictional characters. And oh my god, y'all submitted the number 8 like 6 times. 6 times. 6 times. We got 6 submissions. 2 of them didn't even have like a description. They were just like, yeah, the number 8. Like, what else can I say? Let's see what you had to say. Damn, she looks like she knows what she's doing. Look at those curves. Literally hourglass. The number 8 for mathematics. What can I say? I like curves. It's all curves and holes. I get it. I do. I get it. I do. I do kind of wish it was submitted 8 times. But I guess that's why it's still a hear me out. We still need to convince people to join number 8 propaganda. I rate this an 8. ATE out of 10. Yeah, no, I get it. I do. I do. This is a proper hear me out. I do not want to think about what you guys probably thought about when you saw the number 8 for the first time. I do not want to think about that. Let's not think about that in too much depth. Yeah. Next submission. Minecraft Creeper. I mean, have you seen that, how that thing be moving? And it can blow me up and make a mess? Sign me up. This was submitted 4 times. I don't understand why 4 of you submitted this. So in terms of hear me out ability, this is a solid 10 because I don't get the appeal. I really don't. I tried so hard. I'm trying so hard to bat for you right now, but I just don't understand. It got me sad. Because when I think of the Minecraft creeper, I don't think, damn, I'm gonna bust. I don't think like that. I'm just like, you know, it's a creeper. From my favorite game from when I was growing up. Something about the way it looks at me. In times of old, I encountered something not meant for my eyes to see. But what I saw that day, I'll never forget. And I've thought about it ever since. What are you even talking about? What did you see? That is so memorable. I'm rating this an aw man out of 10. I really don't understand. Which makes this a proper hear me out. So in many ways, you know, thank you for following the submission guidelines, but also there's only so much free will that you can exercise, you know? Like, okay. Next submission. Sarah from Thomas Was Alone. Like the purple cube over here, the purple cube. This purple cube over here is their hear me out. Okay? Very, very abstract. Okay, let's read this description. She's rambunctious, bold, a bit strange in a fun way. Does it count as a superiority complex if you're already superior? Being a digital personality construct, her form is literally just a rectangle. But that's nothing a robot body of her choosing couldn't fix. Or alternatively, gestures at the past few years of people talking to computers. And just being a rectangle, the game's narration may paint a better picture of what she's like. Okay, so this is where we find out that the rectangle has a sexy voice. In terms of just mere aesthetics, I tried to avoid submissions that were just like, oh yeah, she can transform into my waifu that I like, because it feels like cheating. You have to like your hear me out for who she is. But let's listen to her voice. Let's listen to her voice. Does she have a voice? I was linked a video, but it's just music.
Sarah leaned her wizened head back and laughed. The quadrilaterals were apparently after some friends of theirs.
This is
How
the narrator.
petty an adventure.
Do they have voices? Oh, no. This is just to demonstrate her personality. So, the video has text, and it's basically just saying she's a very whimsical person. I don't think she has a voice, but yeah, no. I think I misunderstood. I don't think she has a voice. Okay. This one might be a deeper cut. And that's not to say I don't agree with you, but I do feel like it's a deeper cut, so I feel like I'd have to postpone my judgment until I play this game, cause this is a really deep cut. But I appreciate that, because he wrote with such passion about her. I'm giving this a to be continued out of 10. Next one. The Hear Me Out list itself. This whole presentation. They find this presentation affable. Okay. This is very meta. It shows what kind of person you are. Bland, conventionally attractive people. Kind of boring. Strange, esoteric creatures. Weird, but shows the creator's ability to explain and communicate if they succeed. Hear Me Out in terms of gender is also interesting. A guy implicitly has how much suffering in his Hear Me Out. A girl may include conventionally attractive but emotionally unattractive people that they hope to fix or willingly are blind to. I disagree with that. I feel like most of the submissions that I got from girls were absolutely they were actual terrifying monsters. And I know that because when I saw them put all those big bad scary monsters in, I was like, yeah, I agree. I agree. Henry Stickmin, yeah, that's my Hear Me Out. I get it, this tier list shows what kind of person you are, how introspective you are. The tier list is an inkblot test which reveals a side of yourself. I would fuck the hear me out because of what it brought out in me. This submission was so unique I had to include it. I'll give it a meta out of 10. Just effing concepts right now. Sure, why not? Next one. So many of you put this girl. So many of you. RC from Transformers. This is a good submission. This is like the classic. The classic, everybody agrees this is a hear me out. I feel like we could really agree. You know, of the hear me outs, she's probably one of the baddest. The hear me out. Let's see what people say. She genuinely might just be one of the reasons I like size difference. Just from the fact of how tall she was compared to Jack, even though she's on the shorter side of the Autobots or Decepticons. Like, why the hell can Megatron hold her in one hand? Oh.
When he can hold you in one hand.
Tall, sassy robot GF that can transform into a really cool bike so you can take her out for a ride. Wink, wink. Anytime. And for some reason, there was just so much tension between her and Jack, and good God, her voice is so good. I had to look deep back into my past for this form boss, and my God, I do not regret reuniting and remembering RC. RC from Transformers because she's literally built to give you a good ride. And then the third person said, "'Cause I like my woman loyal, and she's a motorcycle, which is dope as fuck." I feel like this is like a classic example of like, if you give an inanimate object like sentience and tits, you can make a case. You can make a case. You can make a case. You can make a case for it. If anybody disagrees that these are hear me outs, they're probably the people that submitted like, you know, Astra Yeah from Zenless Zone Zero, that type of thing. Not hear me outs. We did the waifu rating stream many streams ago. We'll return to it one day, but this is for the freaks. This is for the freakies, all right? This is for the freakies. I would rate this a awakening out of 10. Awakening out of 10. Awakening out of 10. Next one. Rin Yamaoka, the spirit from Dead by Daylight. She kind of gives Sadako vibes. Okay. We got a big essay for this one. And I try to go and include the people that wrote a bunch because I appreciate the passion that they put into it. Okay, let's see. All right. Okay. I think this game might be in Allie's wheelhouse. Dead by Daylight? I don't know what the text says. Oh, I think it says, "I'm down bad." I think that's what that says. I don't know. Dead by Daylight seems kind of scary. Dead by Daylight seems kind of scary. I don't know if I'd play it. It might be too scary. It isn't, but it seems scary. This seems scary. I mean, okay. For this one, I was actually like, I don't know if I'm too far gone, but I was just like, this just seems like it's, I get it. Like it's, you know, it's a pretty girl. That's, yeah. Maybe it's because we've just been going through like Minecraft Creeper 8. Yeah, I'm like, okay, yeah. Pretty solid. This one. So many of you submitted this one. I think this one might have been like near the top in terms of submissions. Diane Foxington. A lot of people submitted her being like, not a furry butt, not a furry butt, not a furry butt. You can just say it. You don't have to go through that. You don't have to be like, not a furry. Just say it. Just say it. Commit to the bit. Commit to the bit. It's fine. Yeah. Diane Foxington is a strong, independent, and beautiful woman. She's also a fox. I'm not a furry, but I really just want her to manhandle me. Only real ones will understand. I get it. In terms of actual hear me out ability, I'd say that, like, if I showed this to, like, a bunch of furries, they'd probably be like, you know, it's like, yeah, she's like the Tifa Lockhart of furries. You know, it's like Lola Bunny, Gardevoir, Baneri, you know. So I would give this Tifa Lockhart of furries out of 10. This is pretty tame. This is pretty tame. Would Tifa be Judy Hopps? Actually, yeah, I think that might be a better one to compare it to. Still bad though. I get it. I understand. Next submission. Moon presence from Bloodborne. Okay, we're getting into the Eldritch Abominations. Let's go. All right. I made sure to circle it so you guys know which one it is in the picture. And it's also on the side. Let me put you in the side over here so you can see her in all of her glory. I've never played Bloodborne, but chat is saying right now that she hugs you at the end. Do I see it? I mean, I'm biased. I'm very biased. I like tentacles. Tentacles always get me. I get it. I do. As soon as you include tentacles with everything, I'm just like, and she hugs you? She hugs you? Aww. Consenticles. You got them consenticles giving you a consenticle hug. Yeah. Cute. This is a proper hear me out. I'm very happy with this submission. This is good. This is good. I would say the tentacles really are the drawing point here. So I'm a bit biased, so I'm gonna defer to chat's judgment. What do you guys think about this hear me out? Would you? Would you? It's definitely a hear me out. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of people being like, bass, 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 peak, peak, yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. For show, would. I wouldn't, but it's a hear me out for sure. Very fair. Yeah. I think this is a good one. This, I mess with that. I mess with that. And, she got that cunny little waist. She got that cunny little waist. She only hugs unless you eat 3 umbilical cords, in which case she fights you and you become God. Damn. Yeah, this is a hear me out, I'd say. Next question. Another Bloodborne submission? Vicar Amelia from Bloodborne. Because mama didn't raise a coward, and also big women that can eat me. Having to fight so hard made me realize how cute she really is. You need to hear her screams? She was submitted by, I would say, like 3 people. She was submitted by 3 people. And you know what? I'm sensing a theme. A lot of your hear me outs are like big scary women that pick you up and take care of you. I wasn't expecting that many in my chat. That's interesting. You're traumatized. So we're getting mixed examples, mixed reasonings, mixed responses. That's good. That means this is a proper hear me out. I get that. I get that. Okay. I want to listen to her theme. Oops, I spoiled the next one. Let me play. What was it? Vicar Amelia? That was the next one. Screams? No, I want the music too. I want the screams and the music. listen to an Alekirser video.
No, babe, you don't understand. The Vicar Amelia theme stays on during Shaboing Boing.
I get it. You've convinced me. I understand the appeal. I understand. Am I concerned? A little bit, but that's kind of the point of this presentation. So good job, chat. You're doing good. You're doing great. Shira the Sabretooth from Ice Age, my first crush, awakened something in me. A lot of people submitted her. And your justification was, you like tomboys. I would say like around 3 or so submitted, which is like, repeat submissions are a big deal. A lot of people's justification for submitting her, they were like, tomboy, tomboy, tomboy. More like tomcats. That's what I'm saying. She's a tomcat. I guess she was a tomboy. A lot of people are citing these people as like awakenings. Is she the one with like the pretty voice? What am I even saying? Of course she has a pretty voice. Yeah, she probably has a pretty voice. My sister used to have a crush on Diego. Yeah. I mean, I didn't have any crushes on like any of the characters in Ice Age. I have characters that I find endearing from like Ice Age adjacent media. Like in Madagascar, I thought that Private the Penguin was endearing, but not in like a I have a crush kind of way, more in like a he's my son kind of way. You know, the little penguin that's kind of stupid. Yeah, he's cute. I don't have a crush on the penguin though. I just think, like, you know, that's my son. Yeah, I get it. I rate this an Awakening 2.0 out of 10. Or, sorry, Tom Bussy out of 10. Yeah, Tom Bussy. I understand, I do. Next one. Eve from Wall-E. Loyal, blow stuff up, fine as hell. Had 7-year-old me in awe. Another person said, let's be for real, her demeanor altered my brain structure as a kid. This one, I get it. She's like a classic hear me out. She's so smooth. Like literally, look at that. If she was a human, she'd have that glass skin. She'd have that glass skin. She's so smooth and glowy. I love the trope of her with Wall-E because Wall-E is like, you know, he's kind of like this country bumpkin. He's all rough around the edges, you know. He's a blue-collar worker. He's just trying to make an honest living, digging shit out of the trenches. And she's like this futuristic robot baddie. I fall in love. Would you clank the small hole she held the plant in? Okay, I gotta clarify something here. Just because they're hear me outs doesn't necessarily mean they're trying to, you know, like this seems like a very wholesome hear me out. Let's not go that far, okay? You think she's clankable? The guy with the robot username thinks the robot is clankable. Oops, that was the next one. I keep accidentally pressing the next button. I rate this a clankable out of 10. Clankable out of 10. Good submission. Next one. Xenomorph Queen from Alien. The Queen Xenomorph from the Alien franchise. Listen, listen. She's a caring mother, giving birth to hundreds of thousands of children. She's large, domineering, incredibly aggressive. Just what we want, a true dommy mommy. We know how desperate Chad is for one of those. Looking respectfully. Listen, I'm trying to paint these people in the best light possible, so I had to pick a picture that, you know, probably reflects what they see when they see the Xenomorph Queen. She's triple cheeked up on a Thursday. I see it. I do. Send us all to be eaten, I mean swooned, by the Queen Xenomorph, and boom, no more people begging you to call them good boy. Perfect! I understand the appeal! So I just send everybody asking to be called a good boy to her, and then... Woo! Oh yeah, baby! Allie is sold! Queen Xenomorph! You're one of the hear me outs of the evening. Anytime somebody's being annoying about getting me to call them stuff and calling me mommy and stuff, I'll just be like, mods, send them to the Xenomorph Queen. I rate this an I'm in out of 10. I like it. I like it. Very good. Next door submissional. Captain Magus from Zenless Zone 0. And no, not Orphe. Not the cute Orphe girl that she's attached to. The metal tail. The tail, not the girl. I made sure to circle it so that you know that it's the tail. The gun. She has a raspy voice and a very aggressive attitude, with the softest side. That's it, pretty much. I want to listen to what her voice sounds like. We're gonna listen to her voice. We're gonna see what we're working with here. This is one of the few instances of a gacha character can be a hear me out. Let's listen to the voice.
Pests like you. I've got more than just curse words. I've got bullets too!
Keep it together, Captain Magus! Or I'll make you wear a pink gun holster tomorrow! I get it. That's a nice voice! Let's run that back, oh my god.
Pests like you. I've got more than just curse words. I've got bullets too!
I get it. I get it. I understand the appeal. Okay, but like the elephant in the room. Those teeth. Elephant in the room, chat. Those teeth. How do we... We'll find a way. It's worth it. No pain, no gain. Alright. Alright. I thought the elephant in the room was that Orphe has to be there with you. I don't know. There's that too. There's that too. I don't know. I'm very monogamy pilled, so... That is a draw. That is a... I'm very monogamy pilled, so... It was going good until I remembered that, so I'm thinking... Definitely a hear me out. Like, this is a very, very strong case of... I rate this a... Pondering the hypothetical situations out of 10. What if you attach her to you instead? Okay, never mind. 9 out of 10. Based. If you can attach her to you instead, I like that. I'm sold. I'm back in. Next one. The box from Metal Gear Solid. Woohoo! The box! even the box isn't safe from being looted by chat. You can't see? It's right there. Okay, I'll move here. There, that way you can see the box. Alright, so let's read what you had to say. The box. They have a mysterious and silent aura that makes you want to know more about them and ask yourself a ton of questions. Like, who is this box? What's behind the cardboard? Where did the box come from? How do they keep themselves so mysterious yet so intriguing? When will they come out of their shell and express their true self? It makes me curious anytime I think about this box. It could be that someone has the answer to every problem that is. It could be someone that has the problem to every answer that there. It could be that someone that has the answer to every problem there is. Even though this box has such a simple and primitive shape, there are infinite possibilities with what is in the box. I don't know, chat. I'm gonna leave this one to you. When you see this box, do you think, man, I really want to get under that box? Or like, man, I really want to get in that box? I mean, it's just a box, but it could be so much more. Thanks for the 40 months and the 6 months in advance, Wobbles. Thank you. Thank you, Wombat. Thank you. Every box is a goal. I mean, isn't box like a... Oh, right. I've just been... I get it. I'm using my imagination. I'm seeing the vision. And when you move in together, you can just store your stuff in the box. She's so kind and considerate of your thoughts and feelings and your needs. You can stuff her with your stuff when you move in, and she's so practical. Like, she just... What am I doing with my life? What am I doing here? What was... I don't want to keep going. I understand the appeal. Would I personally F the box? No? But I don't know why I saw the... okay, what's funny to me is like, for me, Atlantic Ocean, I was like, hell yeah, I was so down. But for some reason, it's the box that's really getting me right now. For some reason, it's the fucking box. I rate this, what's under that box? Or, I don't know, I'm trying to come up with something, but I'm trying to come up with a pun. I'm rating this a thinking outside the box out of 10. Let's... Thinking inside the box? Let's move on. The Pixar lamp. You know, just the way it moves and stomps. The eye. I mean, okay. Let's unpack this one. I think I need more convincing, because I did only get a sentence. So, like, you already see before you meet her. She can bounce on it. She can bounce on it, dayo. Crazy style, even. And if you're into being stomped, then she can do that too. Yeah. She goes boing, 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 boing. Wait, would it... I'm trying to think of how couple shirts would look like with the Pixar lamp and the eye. Would it be like... I'm the Pixar. I'm Pixar. I'm the lamp that bounces on Pixar. I don't know. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to be convinced. I'm really trying to make a case. Like, what do a couple shirts of this look like? The lamp has a name, by the way. She does? Is the lamp a girl? Is it a thing? Like, what is... Why does the lamp have a name? I didn't even know that. Lampy? Looks so junior. Oh my god, wait, that means the lamp is a mom. If you're into MILFs that like to bounce on it, then the Pixar lamp is for you. I'm trying so hard here. She's a MILF that likes to bounce on it. Are you sold now? Okay, some of them are sold. I rate this an Oyakodon out of 10. She has a kid, so that's how you know she's mommy material. Next one. Wild Style from the Lego Movie. I was surprised that this one wasn't sent more. The only line of explanation that I got for this one is, have you seen her outfits? Is this a hear me out? She's a Lego figure. I think she is a hear me out. Seems kind of basic. I think she is, but I was able to give this one a pass because like it is a Lego figure. This is a Lego minifigure. Do you not see those curves? I see the curves, but it's still a Lego figure, you know? I can make so many puns with this one. Bricked up out of 10. Everything is awesome out of 10. Wink, wink. But I mean, like, she's just a gal, you know? She's just a tomboy. She's just... You never noticed the curves? Yeah, no. She got them Lego curves. She got them Lego grooves. No hesitation, she left fucking Batman for Emmett. She can't be trusted. Oh. Now people are questioning his character. Her character. She's a little flat up the top, though. That is really funny. It's like her curves are painted on. She's technically still flat. She had to paint her boobs on. That might actually be a point in her favor. Because I find that endearing. That's silly. That's really silly. I rate this a bricked up out of 10. A painted on boobs out of 10. But in terms of the hear me out ability, probably on the lower end just because I think she's a pretty, like, popular choice, I would say. Do I see myself in... I don't see myself in her. I don't see myself in any of these characters so far. Let's see. Next one. Ellie Rose from Henry Stickmin. And then the explanation was, she's super cool. I love redheads. She's super cool. I love redheads. Yeah, she seems pretty chill. I mean, you're like me but reversed. Like, your crush on Ellie Rose is similar to my crush on Henry Stickmin. I see it. I see the vibe. Here's the thing. A lot of these characters that I'm putting up, they have human, like, anthropomorphized, like, versions, but I deliberately didn't want to include them in the presentation because this is a hear me out, and we have to appreciate these characters for who they are. It would defeat the purpose if I put, like, the hot human version of themselves on the slides. You have to be able to evaluate them objectively. And I agree. I think she's spunky. She's rambunctious. If you're into them a little bit more feisty, then Ellie Rose is the girl for you. Is she literally me for real, for real? She might be. Does this stick match the drapes? What the fuck? That's crazy. That's probably one of Mod the guy who said that right now. I rate this a get sticked out of 10. Also, plus points for appealing to my personal tastes by pulling out a Henry Stickmin reference. This is a totally biased stream, by the way. Totally biased assessments that we're running here. I like when people pander to me. Makes me feel good about myself. Makes me feel bonita. Alright, next, hear me out. Oh. Okay, let's read it. Alright, Alan from Subnautica Below Zero. My hear me out is Alan from Subnautica Below Zero. He is 2.7 meters tall, resembles a centaur, towering over the player character. His species is genetically modified and has DNA from 27 other alien species, making him among the fastest, strongest, most intelligent creatures in the galaxy. Even among his kind, he was a top scientist. He's employed, okay, who is in charge of the research site that he worked at. Despite his incredible strength, he treats the player very gently and is not reckless. He's like Silas from Love and Deep Space. I understand the appeal. Big, strong, smart alien is already a start, but he's also humble and self-aware who accepts his mistakes and acknowledges he can take accountability. No spoilers for the game, but he honorably dedicates his life to making amends for his mistakes. He also shows interest in the things the player talks about despite cultural disconnects. If this sexy alien allure and emotional maturity isn't enough to seal the deal, other than his normal hands, he can telekinetically control six hands. 6 hands. Folding each of which can change shape into whatever tool he needs for activities. Not only that, but his species can interface with their highly adaptable technology, allowing their consciousness to inhabit their machinery. Machinery which can take any shape or purpose it will if you catch my drift. Woohoo! I need to play Subnautica now! I understand the appeal! Thank you for the 10 months, Borg Leader! Next one. Hornet from Hollow Knight Sing Song. Silk Song, not Sing Song. My brain. Hornet from Hollow Knight Silk Song. Sing Song. Okay, just take a look and admire her. This one was submitted 3 times. Just take a look and admire her. She's such a tsundere. Yeah, she's a bug, but hear me out. First is her personality. She is a mature woman and a brave warrior. Then you have the fact that she is a spider, meaning she has 8 legs. Yes, 8, allowing for lots of versatility. Is she a spider? Is she? You're gonna, for the Hollow Knight nerds, you're gonna have to clarify whether she's part spider. Okay, yeah. It also means she can make webs, which can be used for some added play. Plus, I love her design and she's cute. She is really cute. I can absolutely understand the appeal. I might be a little bit biased because she's one of those characters where she was absolutely transformed by cosplayers. All the cosplayers that I've seen cosplay Hornet from Hollow Knight, you know, they really gussy her up. They really like yassify. They yassify her a lot. They make her all dumpy and thick and yeah, so like I rate her inspirational out of 10. Tight bodycon suit out of 10. Latex out of 10. I like it. I like this. Very nice. This one was also submitted a lot, but she was submitted without many explanations. This is the only explanation I actually got. So let's read it out. Sally Carrera from Cars. She's really nice and supportive, but also keeps things kind of grounded, you know? Yeah, so like, with her, I feel like she really has that, you know, yeah, people kind of just went Sally from Cars, or literally just Sally. Like, they just be Sally. I get it. I really do. She has that, you know, she's a business owner. She left her stable job as a lawyer in California to pursue her dream career as an inn owner. She's a self-starting businesswoman. And she's really smart. She was a lawyer. I would say, she was a lawyer. I know the lore of Cars like the back of my hand. I bet you didn't even know she had a last name. You monsters. I rate her a life is a highway, and I'm gonna ride it all night long. Out of 10. You think she has birthing hips? Where would her hips even be? She's a car. What do you mean birthing hips? Like, okay, let me, like, riddle me this, chat. You know how there are babies in cars? How do they... I don't want to pull up the cussy diagram. We're not gonna pull up the cussy diagram. But, like, I'm just trying to think, like, how do the baby cars get made? Do they, like, assemble them in a factory? Because I remember watching this movie, Robots, when I was really little, and the way they explained it was like, the robot mom and the robot dad really want a kid, so they order the parts for one and they build it themselves. So that's kind of how I imagine they would do it. More of a cloaca, really. I get it, I get her. My personal crush from Cars was always Doc Hudson. I like that silver fox kind of dealy, you know? He looks like he'd call you stuff like sweetheart or darling or princess. I like it. Yeah. Yeah. I rate this a cussy out of 10. I rate this an actually it's a clog out of 10. I rate this a...
Wait, she was a lawyer? Out of 10.
Next one, and this one's kind of goofy. This is an actual hear me out, because I have no idea why they submitted this. It's really goofy. Allie's recent schedule drawing. Why? Like, this made me go, what? So hard. I had to include it, because I'm just like, why? What? I don't draw these for them to be sexualized, chat. I draw these so that there's a little diagram, a little thing that goes along with the schedules. My hear me out is Allie's recent drawing of her schedule art. That star body. Girl is a baddie, and she knows it. Just look at that smug face and those wide-ass eyes. Not a single thought in her head. Sure. I just... let's move on. This was the third one that made me go, huh. A lot of people submitted this. This was submitted by 4 people, but only 3 of them had answers or like explanations for why this is their Hear Me Out. So let's get into it. Plantera from Terraria, specifically the first stage. As Waffle Time once said, "He who pulls me out shall be named King Arthur. Make no mistake." In other words, what those petals do. Oh my god. I'm never letting any of you near my garden, ever. I don't want to know what you'll think when you see the... I'm not even going to tell you what kind of plant it is because I don't want your sick little heads making fantasies. It's time to pollinate. What the hell? Not sure what I can say as far as Twitch goes, but the hole at the front and the vines just make it ideal. Plantera is a living dragon flower bulb. She has a curvaceous body, beautiful pink petals, and gorgeous green vines. In her second form, her leaves open up to reveal her delicate and alluring split tongue. She has a split tongue? Thanks for the 2 years on Twitch, Asarop. What a stream to come back to. And thank you for the sub, Queen Scar. Welcome in. Oh my god, wait. She has a split tongue? Damn. Y'all freaky. That's crazy. I didn't even know about the split tongue thing. I just saw this photo and I thought it was so funny that I just included it. But like, damn. Damn. We gotta see what her second form looks like. Hold on, let me pull up a picture. Let's see. I will do... Let's see. We are gonna do Plantera's second form. Oh! That's what you meant by split tongue. Chat, do you see this? They really meant split tongue. You see that? You see it? Oh. Oh my. It's waffle time. I'd pistol her statement. The sloppy would be fantastic. Let's move on. Y'all are freaking me out. Her penetrating thorns, and she grows even more vines from her bewitching body. Just think of the magical things that could happen with all those vines. Next. Ribbon of 1,000 Voices from Destiny 2. Ribbon of 1,000 Voices from Destiny 2. The fact that she can mimic anybody's voice is already good enough to satisfy some people's desires. She's a wish dragon, so you can wish for anything you want, even though wish dragons in Destiny are very manipulative and will twist the wish in their favor. You also get to go inside her mouth and finish her off after your team does enough damage. And let me tell you, her insides are so beautiful. Like, she's literally perfect. The definition of a bad bee. So, okay. You like how her insides look? This is definitely Hear Me Out, don't get me wrong, but I'm seeing a few people in the chat being either confused or also like questioning whether she can mimic people's voices. I don't know anything about Destiny 2. I kind of just copy pasted these descriptions into the slides, so... And I gave them like a little bit of a once over, but I didn't fact check any of these or anything. I didn't have the time, so... If she can mimic voices, that's pretty dope. I do need to clarify and see those insides, though. We're gonna have to do an inside check. Insides check? Insides check? Insides check? What's her name again? Riven? Let's inspect those insides. Oh boy. Okay. Well, those are definitely insides. Is it that? That? Oh. I don't really. Oh, okay. Ugh. Very fascinating. I rate this a. I love her inside and out of 10. I'm worried about if I look up the insides, am I gonna get like dinged? Like, I don't know. Like, I gotta be careful. That seems a little lewd. I guess. Let's move on. Octodad from Octodad. Easy. I agree. Sorry. Let's read it. My Hear Me Out is my sweet, slimy, sticky, wicky, daddy, waddy, Octodaddy from Octodad. Oh, oops. His strong 3 hearts he carries to cherish his human wife and strange hybrid children is the most sweet thing an octopus man could have. His tactics in bed are highly questionable, but I doubt he's below average. So you're telling me he wears suits, he has tentacles, and he's a father? A responsible father who takes care of his kids? I mean, I don't know. I do wonder how his wife had no idea that he was not human. I really don't understand how that happened. Like, I remember that they literally explicitly mentioned that in the game where they were like, wait, if you're an octopus, then where did me and Stacy come from? It's like, so stupid. And then the game just ended there. It was so funny. This was a hilarious game. I love this game so much. I rate this a... Oh, she knew. Out of 10. Because the whole premise of this game is, like, him trying to hide the fact that he's not human, or not, like... him trying to be normal, despite the fact that he looks like that. Like... How do you even hide that? It was a great game, but that was just... Next submission. Justice from Guilty Gear. Hear me out, Justice from Guilty Gear. She's strong, buff, a good mother figure, will protect you at all cost. She has cute orange hair. She can fly. She's dripped out. She's also very smart and confident. Despite not being human, she shows human emotions and recognizes strength and courage, meaning that she can lobe you. Lobe? She has a blue robo strap. And she's not afraid to use it. And she's also tall as F and can manhandle you however she wants. I didn't even see that until you pointed it out. Jeez Louise. She lobes you. She lobes you so much. This description really took me for a bit of a whirl. I was like, oh, that's so wholesome. And then we got to the end and it was like, oh. Wow. She lobes you so much. Yeah, no, she just got it out. She is a baddie. You know, she got that waist. She got that waist. She got them strong shoulders. She could probably give you uppies. You know what? Okay, chat. This stream is making me realize that, like, I don't really get why I don't know if you're just a vocal minority, but there are lots of, like, very submissive people on my stream. And as somebody that doesn't typically appeal to that audience, like, not intentionally, I don't understand where you came from. Like, I'm not saying that I don't like that you're here. All I'm saying is I don't know where you came from. Like, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm happy that you're here. I appreciate everyone regardless of their preferences, but I think about that sometimes. Like, I'm just like, huh. I think it's because I'm a gateway drug to audio role. I'm a gateway drug. I'm like surface level knowledge. Where did all you wet noodles crawl in here from? Like, okay, I mean, I think maybe you guys are just like a vocal minority or something, and that's fine. I'm okay with that. I wonder. I don't hate you. I'm just saying that, like, I mainly make content for the opposite. So because of that, it gets my noggin jogging, and I'm just like, huh, that's interesting. It's like, you know, it's like a statistical surprise. Yeah. We can be a fan of both. That's a very good point. I didn't think about that. But, like, that's interesting. That's really interesting. That's interesting. You can like whatever you like. I mean, you know, I'd be a hypocrite. I mean, I like, you know, what's. Anyway, let's move on. The zealous assistant from Baldur's Gate 3. Hot voice, pretty clothes, wants to take care of you, is a nurse. I mean... Okay, yeah. I don't know if this one is a hear me out. Like, I get it. Yeah. I rate this, yeah, I don't even know how this got in here. Out of 10. Not a hear me out. But, I get it. I get it. She is a corpse. That's true. I'll let it slide because of that. Okay. Yeah. Mom, the player character from Battle Block Theater. For some reason, Behemoth decided to give each unlockable head in Battle Block Theater lore in the Steam Marketplace, and the default circle is called Mom. She's essentially the mommy of the SS Friendship. While the cutscenes are comedic in tone and technically refer directly to the player, when you consider Mom as the friend that the narrator describes, it literally just sounds like they're going through hell just to make sure everyone gets home. I love a caring goober who would sacrifice their body and mind for their loved ones. Circle Mommy MILF forever. Bonus, I could absolutely argue on an Alec voice claim for them. I was originally going to choose Mozzarella Cookie from CRK, but she literally has a wedding skin, so default circle MILF it is. That was a really sweet description. Even though you're... Hey! If this is a mommy character, and you're trying to argue on an Ally voice claim for them, you're trying to make me voice a mommy! This is bait! I was like, oh, that's so wholesome. Wait! You're trying to make me voice a mommy. Nice try, buddy. Nice try. Nice try. You already voiced Crow, so what's different? Crow is a masochist. She's sadomasochistic. She does both. My approach to her is not mommy. She might be interpreted as a mommy, but I don't approach her with mommy intentions. I approach her with power bottom intentions. Okay? There's a difference. I rate this a bleh out of 10. What rating did you give Plantera? I'm pretty sure I said, if I didn't say it, I meant to say, Excalibur out of 10, because of the pull me out joke that you made. Nobody wants to pull out of that thing. Alright, so somebody said, the Neumann KU100 binaural mic dummy head. You've got expensive taste. $10,000 microphone. The sensory, sensual content usually recorded with the mic has conditioned me like Pavlov, and now even just seeing the mic itself gets me going. KU100-chan. I think it'd be KU100-kun. This is really funny. I do want one. I did not submit this. I understand the appeal. I mean, if I do buy this mic, I will have to like smooch it and stuff. I intend to get this mic within... Well, I honestly am just trying to, like, as soon as I get all the funds saved up for it, I will buy this mic. I did not buy it yet, but I'm gonna buy this mic soon. Because I want to make better ASMR. And because I'm getting a 3D studio made, it would be really nice to be able to use that in the 3D studio. Do some cool stuff. How many subs for the KU100? No. I don't want to put a number on it. No. But I do plan on getting this at some point. Yeah. As a hear me out, I just included this because I thought it would be really funny. Like, I thought it was funny that you like it because you were conditioned to like it by your ASMR waifus. That's really funny to me. I rate this a damn you're expensive out of 10. Next one. The brown M&M. I feel like this is a classic hear me out. Man, that Super Bowl commercial and her glasses. My goodness. I was half tempted to just take a picture of like an actual brown M&M. Like, I knew you were referring to like the cartoon brown M&M, but I was very tempted to just put a picture of like a brown M&M. That would have been really funny. Like, I know what you mean, but I want to make fun of you. But I decided to be nice. I put the sexy M&M instead. Thanks for the 4 months, Landon. Thank you. Thank you. Where were you guys when they desexified the green M&M and removed her high heels? Yeah, like, what's the deal with that? Let a girl be baddie. Where did her high heels go? This is not valid. How does it even work? That's why this is a hear me out. That's why it's a hear me out. That's the point of the exercise. It's supposed to make you question things. You gotta use your imagination. I mean, she does have a mouth. I rate this a... Damn, what's that thing do? Out of 10. Next one. The Silver GameCube console. I get it. Like, I mean... This is making you question why you joined the... Did you just join the stream? Did you not see the part where somebody said that they would fuck the Atlantic Ocean? Did you not see... Did I get this one, cause like, look at those handles. Look at how nice and shiny and grippable those handles look, dude. Look at that nice texture to it. I get it. Those handles make you kind of just wanna, you know? And the way it's set up, maximum gripability. It's old, it's not old, it's retro. It's seasoned. It's mature. I get it. Also, look at all those cords. Next one. I rate this one a... Look at how lubricated those handles are. Out of 10. The Venator class Star Destroyer from Star Wars. I mean, that is a sexy ass ship, and it has so much personality. This is the part of the stream where I reveal how many people just submitted, like, ships and cars and, like, robots and stuff. Like, it gets... Hold on, I gotta repeat. I gotta remove one of the slides. I accidentally repeated one of them. Like, I mean, it's an attractive ship. I don't know what you mean by it has so much personality. This was submitted maybe twice. Maybe twice. I don't think I would F this ship, but I do think it's really cool. I like it. It's cheap for all that you get. That's true, but do you really want to describe your waifu as cheap for what you get? I don't think so. I feel like that would hurt the Venator's feelings. That's not nice. How about it's imposing. It's got them birthing. I can't. I'm sorry. I don't know. Like I get the appeal. I just wouldn't like this is a proper hear me out because I'm just like I don't understand how it would work out of 10. Marceline's monster form transformation from season 5, episode 33 of Adventure Time. This is so specific. This is so specific, and it was so specific I had to include it. I just had to. I appreciate the specificity, I do. You know, that shows true workmanship, true attention to detail. Now we're gonna be getting very deep into Hear Me Out mode, so just be ready, because I saved the wilder ones for the end of the stream. It gets pretty crazy. Okay, so her arms are ripped as hell, and I think it's the most demon-like design that I remember. Like, imagine scratching her fur. That's true. That's a very good point. This is very much muscle mommy. And when you see Marceline like transformed into her normal half vampire form, like that's like, well, no shit. But for this one, it's like, this is, yeah. I feel like this kind of tackles the same note that you guys were going for. You guys just really like big, strong women. Imagine scritching the fur. Do you think it feels like a cat? Because her arms are ripped as hell, and I think it's the most demon-like design that I remember. I rate this a committed fan out of 10. Cause look, this timestamp just cracked me the fuck up. I love it. Next one, and this one really just gets into what the fuck territory. I'm preparing you for this. Clippy the Microsoft assistant, but gender swapped. Would let me get into this person's explanation. A gender swapped iteration of Clippy the Microsoft assistant. Bro can bend in so many ways to make that paper clussy squeeze just right. And if you stretch her out fully straight, she can make your adventure... Oh, God! Remember that Clippy is an AI, so you get bonus morale points if the paper clussy is made by real people. Okay, so... You had us at the first half, I'm not gonna lie. But I think you lost most people towards the end, so, you know, this is definitely a hear me out. This was a roller coaster. I think I lost it around there too. Yeah, you had us though. Maybe work on it. Maybe work on your elevator pitch. Like, okay, chat. When you look at these hear me outs, you've really gotta, like, tone it down to like a 30-second elevator pitch, I would say. Yeah. Devourer of Gods from Terraria, from the Calamity mod of Terraria. He may just look like a metal tube, but he's a metal tube with charisma. He's an egotistic space dragon that laughs at you when you lose to him. One of his quotes is, "Delicious." And I fully believe that he would be saying this while eating me. Oh my god! Okay! Ladies and gentlemen, I do believe that I have been out monster effered. I don't think I'm this much of a monster. Oh my god! I gasped. This unconventional attraction is my only defining characteristic. Oh my god! I rate this, I think I've been out-freaked out of 10. Guys, when I tell you that this is the most that the girl wankies have showed up for, I think it's because a lot of girl crushes are very much hear me outs. Like, my hear me outs are like, we had a good run, everybody, but I think I've been out-freaked. I'm genuinely lost for words, but I'm gonna be even lost for words, like, just going into this next submission. Somebody said, my left horn. Specifically, my left horn, not even the right one. I don't understand why just the left one. I really don't get it. It's got the perfect shape to get in those hard-to-reach places and is ribbed for your pleasure. Easily transportable? If you break it? Why are you breaking my horns? My hear me out is Allie's horns. Let's just say I know how to get that boom boom juice going. I have so many horns though. I got 1, 2, 3, 4. Exactly, Allura. Like, I got like 4. So why specifically this one horn? Like, what is special about it? I rate this a please leave my horns alone, and I don't want your boom boom juice out of 10. I rate this a leave my horn alone. Eltic, leave them alone. You can drink from it, but like, wait, that is her right horn? Oh wait, you're right. It would be this horn. Right, because it's facing me. Oopsie, thanks for pointing that out. I pointed at the wrong horn. There we go. I'm sorry. I bet I was driving some of you crazy. Alright, let's move on to the next one. Wraith from Evolve. Because I actually understand what a hear me out means. I mean, she got that body yaddy yaddy going on. Look at that. Body tea. Now defend? I mean, I can tell this was Air's submission by how fast he was to correct which horn it was. Okay, yeah, no, the submitter didn't actually submit a defense. Yeah. I get it. It has a belly button. That's enough for me. A lot of newcoming chatters are not understanding the, a lot of newcomer chatters are not understanding the point of a hear me out, I would say. Yeah, no, these are meant to be hear me out. This is not a good entry stream for new viewer. On the contrary, I feel like if you can handle this, you're prepared for everything. Yeah. Next one. I rate this one body T out of 10. Because honestly, I get it. I do. Like, she got that gym girl physique. She got them thighs. She does not skip leg day. Is that a thigh gap I see? My god. And the waist snatched. I get it. Next one. Barbells. As in like barbells that you use. Barbella, 45 pounds of American steel. With weight plates, she can be any weight you want her to be. Hit it from the back, front, on the side. You name it, she does it with love. Want to feel like you're being hugged? Barbella Rose. Want to feel your legs quivering after a heavy session with her? Barbella Squats. Want to feel powerful from a bottom position? Barbella Hip Thrust. Feeling sad that your wife GF left you? Barbella Bench Press. She don't talk back to you. She doesn't make you feel worthless. She will always be there for you no matter what. She will challenge you to be better. She's cold, emotionally unavailable. But one night with her is all it takes to be addicted. Also, she's roommates with Dumbella. Someone was going through something. I'm sensing some projection here. Listen. I feel like you have to be really deep into something to start looking at your barbell and being like, I hate how she made me feel. Just hitting all the PRs. Just got some shit going on. This does read like a bit of a cry for help. I hope you get better. I hope you start feeling better soon. I rate this a... Maybe book that session out of 10. Next one! Wait, this is just Teto. But specifically her voice. Okay, let's hear you out. Sure. This is... But her voice. Okay, so like... Do you make her like... Okay? Probably the most sane response you're gonna get, but it's the honest truth. It's her voice that gets me. She's a vocal synth voice bank whose sound design and backstory I really love. Yes. This doesn't count as a hear me out. Like, I love Teto. Don't get me wrong, I love her. Love her, but not a hear me out. Somebody did say that Cortana is one, by the way. Like, I don't know if this counts. So we're gonna move on. Now this is a hear me out. The Queen chess piece. Now this is a hear me out. The Queen chess piece. She has those mommy vibes going on when she takes out a piece. I can't even lie. She's versatile. She can do it in whatever position you want, and she will protect you. She will protect you until her last dying breath. I get it. I do. Yeah. Imagine the mates per game. Imagine all the mates. All those checkmates. Yeah. I get it. I do. I rate this a 34-35 out of 10. She got them positions. I rate this a positions out of 10. Checkmate out of 10. Checkmating press out of 10. Alright. Let's see what's coming up. Majora's Mask. A mask? How can anyone have the hots for a mask? It's heart-shaped design subconsciously conjures the feeling of love. The dark and eerie color scheme and spikes representing the feral and primal urges of the human condition, expressing the repressed self and their deepest desires. This one is definitely wild. I can completely say that I do not understand. Like, I'm trying to go through this essay right now. I'm trying to look through, and I think you can have this one. Like, the writing, let's keep going. Those sharp yellow horns give you something to grab onto, especially when you're trying to desperately remove the mask, only realizing far too late that, oh, putting on this mask was probably a bad idea, but you can't help it because those eyes, those hypnotic, piercing green eyes that look perpetually zooted. Perpetually zooted. But in addition to those physical qualities, its attractiveness goes even deeper, cerebral, some might say. When worn, you're imbued with great, tremendous powers that can and will compromise your psychological integrity. It's a kind of slow burn degradation that disguises itself as empowerment, but gradually deteriorates you into nothing more than a vessel for a supernatural entity. In conclusion, giving up one's agency and giving into something that has immense power over you is what makes Majora's Mask alluring, to me, at least. From the way it looks to what it can turn you into, there's no downside that I can see, or refuse to see. Some of you really need a hug, I think. I think a lot of you need a hug. But this seems to be somebody who's really into hypno stuff, like giving up control. And you know what? I can get that part. I rate this a freaky deaky out of 10. I get it. I do. Like, I get the explanation. This is definitely a hear me out, though, because that's the whole point, is like, you look at it and you're like, oh, what? And then the description pulls you in. I get it. Yeah, I think you need a hug, though. I think you need a hug. Yeah. Next one! Huntress from Dead by Daylight. This one was submitted so many times I had to include it, but at the same time, I feel like a lot of people will agree. So many people submitted this one. Strong woman that can literally kill me while soothing me with her lullaby humming. 6'2" big Russian woman that can throw me, I can fix her. Beautiful singing voice, wants to be a mom, self-sufficient. It's not her fault she grew up to be an emotionally killing machine. She just needs social interaction and therapy. Okay. This is also pretty... I would say this is pretty normal. But I don't know how far gone I am to, like, admit that. Yeah, like... Can she fix you? I rate this Dommy Mommy 3896 out of 10. Because that's how many Dommy Mommy submissions I think we got. Next one. Again, I mean, okay. Ropacy. Like, we're not 25% of the way through. We're making good progress. We're way I'm not going through 400 of these or 200 of these. There are 100 slides. We're not going through 200. I mean, hot robot girl, like, I mean, she's literally a girl. What more could you ask for? We're not 25% of the way through, big rip. We're more than 50%. We're like 60% of the way through right now. We're 60% of the way through right now. I didn't mean to imply that we're like less than 25%. We are making really big progress. I don't know how much of a hear me out this is. This... I mean, it is a robot. but it also looks like, I don't know, like, yeah. Look at her bottom half. I don't know. Let me see what the next one is. I would rate this a gotcha game out of 10. Now we're talking. Okay. Because this one's just like, it's like, well, it's a hot woman. It's a hot woman, okay? Like, sure. This one, we actually have an explanation that needs to be, we're so back. Sunflower from Plants versus Zombies. Okay, look at that smile. And this person specifically specified only the sunflower from the first game, not the sequels or Garden Warfare. They have specifications. The dancing is a vibe, but I don't like the twin sunflower though. I don't think I can handle all that. At least they're monogamous. The twin sunflower is too much for me. I just want one. A man knows what he likes. You know what? Sure. I always said that if I was a plant in Plants vs. Zombies, I'd probably be the sunflower, you know? Just... yeah. I get it. I do. You understood the assignment. This is a hear me out. This is a hear me out. She's reliable, positive, hardworking. She fights so hard to churn out all that yummy, wummy sunlight so that you can grow up all those other plants in your garden and defend it from zombies. She's literally plant mommy. I get it. What more could you ask for? Money maker. Provides, take care of you. I get it. I rate this a Zaza out of 10. Ali Button Fumo from it. Who's gonna stop me? I will! I will stop you! So many of you submitted Fumo Cursor! So many of you! What do you mean you see? Shut up! Why did so many of you submit this one? It made me so upset. Who's gonna stop you? Me. I'm gonna program the Fumo so if you try to do anything nasty, she runs away. She's like, no-uh, runs away. I rate this, I don't even want to rate this. Let's just move on. Next one, Viper from Kung Fu Panda. You guys submitted this one like 3 times. Let's see what you guys had to say. I love the kind of woman who can actually kill me. Okay. I'm not a furry or a scaly, but it's a hear me out, okay? Listen, she's chill as fuck. She never insulted Poe even once when he was chosen, even though the others did. She cares a lot. Oh, and let's get this out of the way, okay? Flexible, fast, whatever. I know what some of you motherfuckers are thinking about. I'm just here for the personality, dog. Leave me out of this. Okay, so we've got a platonic lover here. Romantic. And then you have the exact opposite response from somebody who pulled out all these emojis. I swear, Viper and Kung Fu Panda, like, if you remove the fangs, the venom, not spreading, so your DLC content should be fine. Calling it DLC content is so crazy. I've never heard a ding dong dang referred to as DLC content. I guess, but what I love is her split tongue. Like, imagine countless possibilities. Jesus Christ. 10 out of 10, this is a very proper hear me out. I don't really have many other things to say other than you guys really fought tooth and nail for Viper over here. Chat, it gets worse. Let's keep going. The lady from the Starbucks logo. The old logo is a little bit more obvious, but the modern logo, she can get it for real, for real. Well, the old logo is literally just a siren. Like a literal siren. But this one's more of like more of a concept, so like... I'm not a Starbucks girl. I'm not a Starbucks girl, so that's you're starting from a lower point than most people would, just because I'm not much of a Starbucks girl. But I mean, she's shirtless. She got her. She got her mountains out. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not sure I'm completely sold on this one. You haven't really sold me. I can understand where you're going at with like the old logo, but the new logo is, without the explanation, it doesn't really cross me over the edge, you know? I rate this, it's just not convincing me out of 10. It kind of looks like she has both of her legs raised. Even still, it's just like, I'm not convinced. Next one. The failsafe from Destiny 2. Both of her personalities. Had to specify both the personalities. Her character is very soothing and very funny, with how she switches from cheery and helpful to a depressed and sarcastic character. Her voice has subtle changes when she switches personalities, and it drove me crazy when I was younger. Still have a small crush on her to this day, and for some reason made me attracted to those kind of people. What kind of people? Saves? I mean, I appreciate the explanation, so that's a plus on your part. But like, what do you mean by? Girls with multiple personalities? Okay, well... Okay, I'm not a Destiny 2 fan, so I am lacking probably some significant context. I can understand where you're coming from. You want to fix somebody. That's what you're trying to do. You want to fix somebody. So, I guess I can understand the appeal of wanting to be like a bit of a savior or something. So I get it, I do. Is it a hear me out that I personally agree with? I don't know if you convinced me, but I get why you would have a crush on this multiple personality safe with good humor, apparently. I rate this a what's in that thing out of 10. These next two are very common hear me outs. We've got both Venom and She-Venom. So this one is just Venom, 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 Venom. Need I say more? I rest my case. I understand the appeal. Next one, She-Venom. We have a bit more of an explanation here. We've got two people that submitted She-Venom, so let's hear them out, alright? She-Venom from hit comic series Venom, a symbiote-like parasite that can take over your body, forming a deep, often symbiotic mental and physical bond. 19 inches of venom. Venom frequently acts to protect the defenseless, distinguishing between bad guys and innocents. Don't judge a book by its cover. Venom may look big and bad, but what it wants is to protect its loved ones. Who wouldn't want a giant person with a deep voice that can tear them apart? On the other hand, She-Venom is a bit more curvy, and not to mention has a very long tongue. And you can only imagine where it can reach. I feel like a lot of people in the chat have already heard them out. Like, this is absolutely a hear you out. But at the same time, I feel like chat is filled with freaky weekies, so most people are like, I would rate this a, you got the consensus out of 10. Like, everybody's already got the hots for She-Venom, I would say. Next one. Savathun the Witch Queen from Destiny 2. Her design is just so good and her voice is pretty hot. Also, she's like 21 feet tall and can instantly kill me, so that's a big plus. She can lie to me and manipulate me all day, any day. A lot of you like Destiny 2, but at the same time, I need you to really reevaluate what you're looking at. When you're seeking out these fictional crushes, why do so many of you want to be manipulated and stepped on and choked and like so many of you are like, I don't mind being a stain in her path. I don't mind if she crushes me underneath her big feet. Like not all wankies are submissive people that want to get dominated by tall women. I feel like they're just very vocal about it, the ones that do. I get the appeal for you. I personally prefer when I'm not crushed by... Allie, look at some of your content, then you'll find your answer. I make stuff from like a more dominant perspective, like every blood moon when like the stars are aligned. I don't understand. I don't make that kind of content very, very often. I make supportive ASMR. I don't think I've ever made a roleplay where I've crushed you underneath my feet and squished you. This is what happens, man. I make one Dom audio every few years and then everybody's like, oh yeah, that mommy ASMR artist. Man. What about the 40-hour playlist on Spotify? I never play your mommy. I play girlfriends, tomboys, your roommate, vampires maybe, cat girls. I don't play your mommy. All I do is like say nice things to you. I'm not gonna fall for the bait. I'm not gonna fall for the bait. Not falling for the bait. The tomboys are dommy in a lot of the audios. They're not dommy, they're just confident and straightforward with what they want. They're not dommy. The tomboys I portray are just very crass and straightforward. That doesn't make them dommy. That just makes them good communicators. I think you guys just want somebody that's like clear with what they want. You know? Because I don't think they're dommy. Like, not everything has to be dommy or subby. People are projecting hard on Ally for what they want. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm very willing to make a variety of content. I like variety, it's the spice of life, but at the end of the day, I'm not sure I'm exactly what some of you are describing me as. The goth girls are pretty dommy in your audios. All they do is take care of you. They're just straightforward and upfront with what they like and take care of you and let you know that they're cherished, like you're cherished. Like, not dommy or mommy, just you know? Yeah, no, like I'm gonna introduce you guys to the concept of a power bottom and it's gonna blow your fucking mind. It's gonna blow your fucking mind. Wait until you meet aggressive bottoms. It's gonna blow your fucking mind. It's gonna blow your mind. I'm gonna put you on peak. This one is just a beautiful goth girl, but I do like Night Sister Marin, so shout out to her, but I would say just a goth lady. Now, Cars was not enough for people. The franchise Cars, not enough for people. Now, we're getting into actual cars. Okay, let's see. Since 1972, the Honda Civic line of cars produced by Honda were marked and sold as the most accessible and affordable car in both Japan and the American market. Japan. With the highest performance model being the SIR2. They became a very popular car, can be driven by anyone. Okay. Okay, so you like that the car is accessible. I think you just really like cars and you wanted an excuse to talk about your favorite car. Like, I don't think you would F this car. I think you just like having an affordable ride that gets you from point A to point B, and you just wanted to talk about your hyperfixation, which, very valid. I rate this a... Good for you, buddy. Out of 10. I guess the fantasy here is affordable transportation, which, fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah. I respect it. Next one. Silver from Deadlock, but specifically in her werewolf form. Specifically her kill streak voice lines in werewolf form. I'm gonna be honest, when I first saw Silver from Deadlock, I was like, everybody's gonna... No. But specifically in her werewolf form, okay, now we're talking. Let's see. Her kill streak voice lines. Let us listen to those. Her kill streak voice lines. I'm seeing some uhs in the chat. I think we're properly back in Hear Me Out territory. We are properly back. As soon as I start seeing the uhs, that's how I know we're back. Silver. Deadlock. What was that? Wait, hold on. Silver voice lines are killing every hero.
Me? I took down the detective. Know who Miller?
Where are the kill streak
miss
ones?
up. Billy, quit being such an asshole. I stopped the goat. Damn it, Billy, why?
I need to hear the kill streak voice lines.
But smart. Took out the engineer. I don't know how that lady doesn't throw out her back carrying all that stuff. I don't know what to tell you, McGinn.
She does have a really good voice. But I don't know if I'm finding the ones you're talking about. Like, I want to hear growling. Wait, hold on.
They took out Calico before I could. There's no way in hell you guys kill me. Give up. Y'all are going down. You shouldn't have pissed off a werewolf.
Okay, well, she has a nice voice, so I get it. Your Hear Me Out is accepted, approved. You know that meme of Knuckles going, approved, approved. But I wanted to hear snarling, I wanted to hear growling. That would have sold the werewolfness to me. Next one. Alright, now we're back in Hear Me Out territory. Gloria from Madagascar. Okay. Thickums McGee. She can get it. Alright. Big and chunky. Yeah. Big and chunky. Big and chunky. Okay. I rate this, I'm surprised it took this long to find her here. Out of 10. But like 2 people submitted Gloria. I think this one's pretty straightforward, you know? She's a very sensual hippo, and she likes to move it. Next one. Ivy from Deadlock. It's the character design and VA work. She's a short gargoyle made of stone with a gremlin-ass face, but she's just so earnest and adorable. It might be cuteness aggression rather than a hear me out. Also, her accent is chef's kiss. Okay. Y'all are submitting a lot of voice lines, and I don't doubt you have an ear for good voices, but let's listen.
Well, if it isn't the loyal pet of the Arroyos.
Viper, I see you managed not to get stabbed in prison.
Oh, no, they did stab me, but you can't keep a broad like me down.
What do you want?
Huh. Okay, she does have a really cute voice.
What are you talking about?
And I do like her accent. The one that's her is the one that I just played, the one with the accent.
For Wraith.
What are you talking about?
Oh my god, wait, you didn't know? This is so...
Are you talking about Viper?
Sorry, I love your...
I just said that the one with the accent is her. I mean, she, in the description, they mentioned that she has an accent, so you can probably assume it's the one with the accent. Yeah. Yeah. I get it. I rate this a gremlin out of 10. I get it. I do. I think she's cute. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Next one. Belveth from League of Legends. Is she really a hear me out? She is very big. But I don't know if she's a hear me out. Appreciate the sun though. Doesn't really count for me. Because she's just objectively hot. The face is fake, the eyes are the lights. Oh, now we're talking. Now we're talking. Okay. You reeled me back in. I was like, hot lady. Oh, now you're bringing it back. I see. Okay. So that's a decoy. But you love every part of her. I had to copy paste the official description from League of Legends though, because the person just mentioned Belveth, so we're gonna have to move on to the next one, but I appreciate your submission. I rate this a, you had me in the first half, I'm not gonna lie, out of 10. Okay, we're so back. Rochelle from Plains. She's a French-Canadian baddie. She's confident and powerful. Okay, sure. Yeah. You lost me at French Canadian. She can make poutine for you. And she can do that thing with the maple syrup and the snow. And stuff. And she's probably really good at ice hockey. Yeah. I get it. She does seem like a baddie. I understand. I vindicate your submission. I rate this a out of 10. Alright, let's see. Aldrich, Devourer of Gods from Dark Souls 3. Again, we're starting to get to the territory where, like, a lot of these submissions did not have, a lot of these submissions just didn't have, descriptions, no explanation, which made me kind of sad. But, I mean, I get it. It's a really nice design. But there's no description, so I don't really know what to do with this. Open to interpretation out of 10. Next one. Lego piece 32557. The shape says it all. That's a penis. That's just a wiener. That's just a wiener. I rated the joke is the wiener out of 10. That's a ding dang dongle out of 10. I think we peaked with this one. This is There's a longer version of this piece, but we appreciate this piece just as much. We appreciate this piece just as much. We love all sizes here. Yeah. Bricked up out of 10. Next submission. Mrs. Potts from Beauty and the Beast. This was submitted so many times. Thank you for the sub, Asalania. Welcome in. All right. Hear me out. Imagine what that tea spout could do for the less fortunately gifted? What does that mean? Like they're ding, that they want to put their in the... There are multiple options to be had if this spout is not your speed. She's also a MILF, and we all love MILFs here. I rate this a you just ruined my childhood out of 10. Next one. Chaos Witch from Dark Souls. Her legs are the best part. Okay, so I almost considered not including her until I remembered that this would be a big nope for a lot of people, and I was like, she's perfect. Spouts lava. I'd save her from the chaotic flame. I like a woman who knows her way with fire. She's on top of a gigantic ass spider. I wanted to show that, but I couldn't find a high-res image of that for some reason. I get it. I liked her sister more. I get it. I get it. I rate an I get it out of 10. This doesn't mean much of an explanation. I get it. I get it. I see the vision. I do. I hope you have an amazing time with your Chaos Witch waifu. Tommy from Star Wars Attack of the Clones. Her voice soothes me. I feel like I could listen to her for hours. The way she sways her hips softly as she walks. Her eyes are hypnotizing. I could get lost in them. A toned fit bod and so much neck to nuzzle. Hoo boy. Now we gotta listen to the voice. I guess you can call her the throat goat. I'm already rating a throat goat out of 10. Just preemptively, but we gotta listen to her voice and see if it's up to snuff with all this stuff that's being said about her. She looks scary. That's the point of the stream! That's the point of the stream. Okay, I got her death sound, but where's is there a clip that... I want to show a clip where I can actually show it and not get let's see. Let's see. Where is your voice? I have to be very careful with the audio that I'm showing here, because... Okay, are you talking?
Prime Minister is expecting you.
I'm expecting.
Okay. I can see where you get calming from. Alright. Sure. Why not? I see it. Yeah. Like I said, throat goat out of 10. Mm-hmm. Bop, 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 bop. Lula the Sword from Dave the Barbarian. IDK man, she's kinda hot. Long ass sword that yaps. I think that's enough. She turns me into a freaky. It's specifically this sword over here. The one with the baddie lips. She's sharp. She's there for you. I see the vision. Do you see the vision? I see the vision. This is far gone. That's the point. These get worse as we keep going. I see the vision. The sword. I see it. She's always there for you. She's ready to slay folks with you side by side. Brilliant stuff. You know what I find really funny? I can already tell so many people joined this stream expecting all the waifus they submitted, and I'm just terrifying them right now. Because the ones I actually chose, this is a hear me out stream, dudes. This is a hear me out stream. Because there are lots of people joining that don't understand the concept. And she's super sassy. She's super sassy. A lot of people are saying that she's super sassy. Sassy girl. Sassy girl. Next one. Evernight's memo sprite from Honkai Star Rail. Not her, but this over here. Specifically the red form. Because every time it says anything, it sounds super bratty and it awakens something in me. The tentacles are a plus too. Okay, this one's interesting. Very, very deep cut. Do you see the vision though? This is good. I see the vision. I do. I see the vision. You know, I can wrap around you. I see it. I do. It's pretty. It looks like a ribbon. How many of these are character with 2 forms, but I'm not talking about the one that's a person? Honestly, not as many as you think. I tried to avoid them, but there's some that I had to include because, you know, it's like, might as well. But I tried not to let that trope slide too often. There's like a nice balance. I get it. She wraps around you. She hugs you tight. It's nice. Yeah. Gormagala from Monster Hunter. Imagine a dragon, crazy, I know, that didn't just breathe or fly around, but actively spread its own effed up version of the plague. It is the coolest thing ever, and I want it carnally. I had to include this one because of how passionate this person was. It has impressive wing arms with giant hands that can and will grab and throw you like a rag doll, on top of using said wings like a sick-ass cloak, which is just cool. I can't begin to understate how incredible of a roar Gore has. Every time I hear it, I feel a stupid grin form on my face. And that's not the best part. It's not the best part. What is the best part? It can wilt away their form and oh my god, wait, why are we getting right? This is the worst stream to rate in on. Who rated us? Hold on. Chat. You know who rated us? Who rated us? Did it say? I see a lot of my balls, but who rated us? Oh, Vex, hi! Hello! Welcome in, we're doing a Hear Me Out stream. We're doing a Hear Me Out stream. It's Vex, so it's not bad. What's that supposed to mean? Let me give a shout out. We're used to this kind of thing. You did. I need to go back to this slide where the person said that they would fuck the Atlantic Ocean. I need to go back to that one. That one was really like the cream of the crop this stream. Okay, Raiders, I need to ask you. Would you fuck the Atlantic Ocean? Like, do you see the vision? Like, when you stare at that, does it elicit strange feelings within you? Also, what were you guys up to? By the way, I get it. Not only yes, but have. I don't know if I want to press further on that. That is a crazy thing to drop as your first message on this stream. Pacific is deeper, but does Pacific have this body, is what I'm asking. Look at that. You're playing my voice too. Oh shit. I've been meaning to play that too. Is it fun? I love voice-based games. It reminds me of that one game where you have to sing. I forgot what it's called. But you should play that one. It's the one where it's a platformer where you have to sing to jump and shit. I forgot what it was called. It was very cursed. Well, it's great. I'm very happy that you rated me. Hello, guys. I'm Ali. I'm a VA and VTuber, and we're currently reading chat's Hear Me Outs. I had them submit their top Hear Me Outs, and they have not disappointed. We've gone through some... What I'm learning about people from this stream is that we should know less about each other, but it's been really nice. This person is very horny for the gore, Nagala. I rate this. I'm hella biased out of 10. I love dragons. I get the appeal. They had me at manhandling. And as soon as they said, I want it carnally, I was like, yeah. This is a person who is willing to die for this take. I can appreciate that. Next one. Pea shooter from Plants vs. Zombies. Now, this one can seem very basic. This is like the top hear me out that people give if they want to catch people off guard. Everybody just, like, we got 5 submissions and this is what they said. The shape. I mean, you must have been expecting her. I don't need to explain this one. 10 out of 10. And yes. We got so many Plants vs. Zombies submissions that it makes me concerned for you guys. Like, did you just play this game and like, what is it about this game that is eliciting these feelings to the point where you had to submit them over and over? I don't understand. And the thing is, not the last Plants vs. Zombies one we also have the walnut. We have the walnut from Plants vs. Zombies, and they explicitly call out the sunflower and pea shooter motherfuckers. They say, you know what? I want to F the walnut from Plants vs. Zombies. They literally put their life down for others to survive. I think that's hot. It's cute with those, the cute little grin, like the way it stares off into the distance. I don't get it. I really don't understand. I played Plants vs. Zombies and had none of these feelings. I don't understand. I will agree that the Plants vs. Zombies bowling was very fun. That feature, if you guys remember it, where you bowl with the walnuts, pretty fun. Other than that, I can't say that I fully understand the appeal, but power to ya for being different. Thanks for the gift subs to the new chatter, Zalmadon. I really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for sharing your community with me, by the way. I really appreciate it. Jack Baker from Resident Evil 7, but specifically his final form. And all this person said is, I am down bad for this monster man. Listen. All I'm saying, forearms. It's all about the form. Like, let me give you personal advice. You can work out your biceps as much as you want, but you're gonna be wearing shirts. You're gonna be wearing shit that covers it. You know what isn't often covered? Forearms. I'd say forearms over biceps. That's what I'd say. Forearms are what grips the girls. That's what I'd say. This guy got holy forearms. What was I clapping? My forearm! 5 arms? Nuh-uh, the four... That was stupid, I shouldn't have laughed at that. Thank you for the kiss, Scooby! Thank you! I rate this he eats his Popeye spinach out of 10. 5 arms. Next one. Megatron from Transformers, but specifically live action, and all this person said was daddy. I mean, I get it. I do. Like, this one is almost boring to me, where it's like, well, yeah, but I'm realizing that not everybody sees the big, scary robot and thinks, yeah, I like that. But, like, I'm trying to, like, I already instantly agree. I like the, just, robot. Bro will kill, that's fine. We can talk through that. We can get past that. I just like robots. I'm very, very happy with the amount of robots that we've seen throughout this stream. I get it. I do. Also, shout out to the 1, 2, 3, 4 people that submitted Cortana. Doesn't count as a hear me out, but I appreciate you trying. I feel like everybody can kind of agree that Cortana is like a baddie, so doesn't really count. Does not count. Just had to put it out there. Let's see. Air from Armored Core. Now this is a hear me out, because you're thinking, oh no, they're referring to the robot. No, they're talking about the pulse, the energy wave itself. This is absolutely a hear me out. Let's see what they had to say. Air is a sea-pulse mutation, a special type of coral wave. It is a substance used as a data conduit and energy source. It's kind of like a strange situation where you can hear her in your head due to being exposed to too much coral and she guides you and she's nice to you, but she's literally like energy synchronized with your brainwaves. The main thing to focus on is that she's really sweet and deserves love. Now let's delve into it. Spoilers. In the Fires of Raven, ending of the game, Air takes control of an ibis mech to fight you, meaning she has the ability to take over machines that run off coral. And furthermore, since it's sentient, we see coral used to run unmanned machines like the iceworm. So, theoretically, what if somebody built a human-sized robot that ran out of... Okay, you know, you lost me there. Because here's the thing, it's kind of like Ditto. People that say that Ditto is their hear me out, they're kind of just saying, it can transform into whatever waifu I want. That's boring. You gotta want Air for who she is. For who she is. You don't love her for what she can transform her. You gotta love her for who she is. So what I'm saying is you could have just submitted this. This part over here, that's like secondary. That's cool that she can transform into any robots, but I care about who she is as a person. You know? Though in cases like this, it's about giving the personality a body, any body. So what you're saying is that, okay, you're dragging me back in. What you're saying is that not only does she have the personality of a baddie, she can also look like whatever baddie you want. Okay, now you got me. That's fine. The thing with Ditto, the issue with Ditto, it's never about Ditto's personality. But this, we got something to work with. Okay. I rate this abstraction out of 10. I think I understand the vision. I like this part over here. She synchronizes with your brain waves. It's very romantic. Like if I'm with someone, I want them in my brain, you know? Shout out to your boy Ken. I appreciate the love. Thank you. Okay, we're gonna keep going on with the robots. We got a few more submissions, so lock in. Let's lock in, everybody. Next one, Bumblebee from Transformers. I get it. When I was growing up, my personal crush in Transformers was Bumblebee. Everybody was like, Megan Fox, blah, 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 blah. I like Bumblebee. I get it. He's so cool. He's so cute. Big, broad shoulders, all right? And the one from the Michael Bay movies, you know? I like the talking through the stereo radio thing. I thought it was so cute. It was so cute. He seems so sweet. He seems like he'd run across a field and pluck dandelions and attempt to blow the dandelions out, but he just can't because he's a car. You know? That's so cute. He's so cute. But I think it's more of like a son situation, you know? Like, it's kind of like me with Private from Penguins of Madagascar. Like, he's like our son, you know? He's like our son. Very endearing. I like it. Very wholesome submission. And then we have this. Lizzie, the old Model T from Cars. And this was what they said about her, by the way. Seems like a freak with experience. Gilf, maybe? What? What? I understand all the Cars posting because I mentioned one Sun stream that, like, I think Doc Hudson from Cars can get it, Silver Fox, all that things. But, like, I appreciate, that's true, points for honesty, but, like, Granny? Granny? I don't know. Granny? Like, I'm telling you, these do not get better. I saved the more questionable ones for last. Like, some of these are gonna get you. Next one, Yzma from Emperor's New Groove. Look at her hourglass figure, and she's a genius, so you can be a stay-at-home husband. I can see it. Like, you like evil women? Like, I feel like this is just the GILF category. Like, these are the people that like GILFs, I guess. The voice, though? Yeah, I mean, I'm more of a Kronk girly myself, but I appreciate the, I would say this is a good hear me out. This is a good hear me out. I rate this a, Kronk! Out of 10. And, oh yeah, and she can brew potions, she can mix things up. I don't know if we have any more older ladies here. There are a bunch that you guys submitted, but they were all just like really undeniably hot. So I don't really know what to do with those. Like, I already know you guys are hag maxing. I'm fine with that. What's the next one? Rock the Bat from Sonic the Hedgehog. I mean, again, this is a bit of a Judy Hop situation. Like, it's a bit of a Judy Hop, Sonic the Hedgehog, like Shadow the Hedgehog situation. Like, I personally think Shadow the Hedgehog's like, you know, like, I don't know how far gone I am that this isn't a hear me out for me, because it's just like, yeah, like, she's designed to be attractive. Like, I feel like people can kind of agree with you on this one, so we can skip over this one. Now this! Emily from Thomas and Friends. Now this is a hear me out. Why? Her personality is very sassy for a damn train. Damn, train, what those lips do? She can just ram right into you. She's a train. I do like her shade of green. That's a really nice shade of green. Would I F the train? No. Do I think that her shade of green is really pretty and that she's, you know, like, yeah. I wouldn't F the train, but power to ya. I'm rating this apparently Twitch chat would out of 10. That is a really nice green. I like that. That's the kind of green I like. It's very reminiscent of the kind of red I like. They're in the same family, kind of on the darker side, a little pastel-y. I like it. It's really nice. Next one, the Apple logo. And they specifically specified from the side, like the bite hole. I feel like some of you just tried to look for vaguely hole-shaped things and submitted them. This one kind of goes with the number 8. Like the one person, no, it was 6 people that said that they would F the number 8. Like, I guess it's a great question for you guys. Of all the letters in the alphabet, which one do you think is the most bangable? Like, let's get that noggin joggin'. Why? That was a very fast answer. A lot of you, like, okay. I wouldn't say a lot of you, but oh, okay. We're seeing a lot of the ones that look like either boobs or have holes in them. Oh, okay. Q, because it has that nice little tickle. That's cute. Oh. I personally like I, you know, because I's got them, I's like standing straight up and it's got those, like I and T are pretty, they're pretty, you know, they got that broad, the broadness to them. I like that. We get it, Allie. Okay, jeez, I'll shut up. The next one. Ooh. Mark from Monkeyster. He's a sentient robot relic from the old world. Not human, not expressive, and definitely not conventionally attractive, which is exactly why he... What do you mean? He's plenty attractive. What do you mean? I take offense to that. Defines himself entirely by function, protecting Clara, calculating outcomes, taking responsibility without asking for recognition. I think that's what got me. This is the taking responsibility without asking for recognition. That's nice. That's a trait. No. Yeah, let's go. This was not my submission, but I don't know. I'm not as familiar with Honkai Star Rail. Is he like a popular choice amongst like the women that play gacha games? He kind of seems like one, so maybe we should skip over him. But I appreciate you cluing me in. All right, let's see. Boom, boom. So speaking of letters, I forgot that this was in here. Well, that's fitting. This is a little awkward. Let's see what you guys had to say. Not my proudest, but just stare at it. You'll know. You'll know. This was submitted 3 times. That's why we have 3 answers here. It was submitted 3 times. She just seems very nice. And mommy. I think what I'm learning from this stream is if you give anything tits, it'll be a hear me out somewhere. Somehow. For someone. I think that's what I'm getting from this. And you know what? Fair enough. I rate this, boobs are always the answer out of 10. Let's keep going. What's this one? Maelstrom from Friday Night Funkin'. The character I chose to submit as my Hear Me Out is Maelstrom from Friday Night Troubleshootin'. Character and personality-wise, Maelstrom is a sentient form of a malware virus. Despite being practically personified malware, he somehow manages to give off massive twink energy. For fuck's sake, he has chains and horns and wings. You can pull all of them when you smash him. I don't... I get the appeal. Like, I would say... I'm hearing you out because, like, I feel like I would see this on Tumblr. It's kind of the way that I personally don't see why people really love Sans from Undertale, but I can understand why. It's a very specific kind of person. Like, I think Sans is cool, but I wouldn't bang Sans. Same for this. I think this guy seems cool, but I don't... I'm hearing you out, though, in that I'm validating why I think you find him attractive. Do I agree? No. But I appreciate you sending it. I really do. And then there's this, where somebody submitted a fighter jet. It was designed to intercept with supersonic speed and long range, making this one of the fastest of its era. With the right pilot, it can be very effective in close-range dogfights despite being built mainly for long-range interception. This is like having a significant other that already peaked at their prime and is now retired but still a beauty to admire. Also, being with the right person makes them better. Plus, it looks sexy and has sweep, basically retractable, wings, as seen in images and videos. You're speaking my language. I like fighter jets. I think about writing the Whee! I understand. Because sometimes when I see a fighter jet, I instantly personify them in my brain, or I kind of give them personalities. Like, I'm looking at this one and he's kind of, you know, like, speaking to me in this kind of tired... What the fuck am I saying? Get me out of here! What am I doing? This brain is... Do you think I should write a jet dating sim? I feel like I'm getting to the point of the stream where I'm saying shit just to say shit. Like, when I see this fighter jet, I hear like a tired voice. He's been around. He's seen some shit. He's tired of bullshit. He just wants to settle down. I can't believe you wutted at the French-Canadian cartoon fighter jet, but you're totally into the real-life one. Because when I look at this, like, it's not cartoony, it feels real. Like, this is a jet man. Like, he's tired, but like... This is like the DILF of fighter jets. Alright? We're gonna move on. We're gonna forget this ever happened. Please don't let's go back to judging you and not me. The sarcophagus from Rune Factory 4. So I do need to specify, this sarcophagus does turn into Leon. But we're not talking about this guy. We're not talking about him. We're talking about this. We're talking about this. The sarcophagus. We're not talking about this. We're talking about this. I did not submit any of these, okay? I did not submit any of these. We're talking about this. Oh, oops. We're talking about this, okay? So, honestly, when I played Rune Factory 4, I thought his monster design, his boss design, was probably one of the best. I get it. I remember repeatedly fighting this boss over and over because I was like, man, that's a cool design. From a design standpoint, I get it. I do. It's tall and imposing. There's a big ol' orb hole. I'm pretty sure if you got him to, you know, calm down. I don't know anymore. I didn't submit any of these. These are all from chat. What else did you guys... Let's see. What else did you guys say? What else did you say? Okay, so we got a Cthulhu monster. Now I know what you're thinking. Why would you willingly copulate with a reproductive engine of a species of being so alien that merely their presence can cause the destruction of all sanity? Simple. TOS safe version, special interest in her reproductive process. And then I included the picture that you included. I'm hearing you out. I'm a big fan of Lovecraftian monsters. You are the ultimate monster fucker, good sir. I understand it. I do. Very good. Very good. I understand all the tendrils and the tentacles and yeah. Omega MILF. Look at all those boobies. Look at all those boobies. It's got so many boobies. So many boobies. I think we can all agree. Boobies. Boobies. Next one. Aunt Fanny from Robots. And all they said was... oh wait, I didn't give you a rating. I rate this a... Look at all those boobies. Out of 10. Now, let's go. Aunt Fanny from Robots 2005. Have you seen the cake? My goodness. What do you mean, get that out of here? Look! Look at that! God
Damn! I remember watching this movie and like cracking up every time she'd turn around and knock things up with her big ol' wagon. That's crazy. Doing fourth. What are we saying, chat? This is getting out of hand. This is she making you act up? I don't know, but it's funny to think about. I rate this a look at what this can do. Spanks that trunk. Look at this wagon. Look at all the things I can fit in this wagon out of 10. I like big butts as much as the next guy and or girl, but at what point does it get to be too much? She can park that wagon on me. Alright, let's see the next one. Oh no, I forgot about this one. The Jollibee mascot. If you give me one night with them, I'm definitely gonna show them some sayat because they're gonna be the beta of our tonight. And you for sure know I'm gonna look up all over that because that shit's gonna be... Who wrote this? Who took the time to write these? I, for one, cannot agree with you. This is a mascot from my childhood. Do not lewd the Jollibee mascot. I'm never gonna be able to go to that restaurant ever again. This is a good hear me out because I absolutely dis-a-fucking-gree. I cannot tolerate this. I cannot. I cannot. For those of you that don't know who this guy is, he is the mascot from Jollibee, beloved Filipino fried chicken and restaurant franchise. I have no idea, dude. I have no fucking idea. This is where you draw the line. Listen, I can let you bang the Atlantic Ocean and I will agree with you, but I draw the line at a mascot. For my childhood restaurant. I draw this line. This is personal. Alright. Let's look at the last few submissions and hopefully I regain some of my sanity. Let's just... The Oni from Dead by Daylight. Yeah, I agree with you. I get it. This is... Yeah, I agree. I see it. I agree. You should see his Oni face, though. I was trying to find a version that I could download, but all of them were WebPs, and I couldn't do anything with WebPs, so this is what you're getting. He has, like, this big Oni mask that's kind of scary looking. Not the most daring, but my most passionate one. He's hot. He's sculpted like a wall, his hair is lovely, and I'm a fiend for cuts and scars. Scar kissing, Personality-wise, while his whole bit is crashing out on people who dishonor him, he's 100% a sweetie on his good side. You know what? I can appreciate this as a fresh change of pace from the other men that we've gotten submitted, because this one admits his faults. For the other guys that we got submitted, it was all about them being perfect. This guy, he crashes out. He has a little bit of a pride thing, a bit of an ego thing going on for him. That's fine. But yeah, in terms of hear me out, I agree that this probably wasn't your most daring one, but because it was your most passionate one, I had to include it. I appreciate the plug. I agree with you. But you could have gone a bit more daring and we would have been totally fine, I promise. I promise. Let's see. Oh, I think I have one more. Sada from Bloons Tower Defense. Again, we're kind of doing the whole Judy Hopps thing. I'm gonna tell you this right now. From the ones that I went through, these were the most hear me outable of them. The other ones were really just very anime girl, your forgers is Scarlet, Cynthia, you know. So this is like the best we're working with here. These are the best we're working with. Something about the girls with swords is hot. Also, she's one of the early game heroes, so that's cool. Also, side note, she's a monkey. I see that. I see that she's a monkey. Also, side note, she's a monkey. Why would you... We can see that. Why would you include it? I rate this a...
Foxington, Judy Hopps, Gardevoir, Baneri out of 10. It's kind of just, you know, you took something vaguely furry-esque, gave it a curvaceous body and some sultry eyes, and called it a day. You know? Kinda just called it a day. Well, I appreciate your submissions, everybody. I was very good at keeping track of all the people that didn't understand the assignment. Well, wait, no, we got a few more. Crush Lulu from Overlord. Hot lizard woman who wants to be bred, and I will happily oblige. Is it kind of like a lamia thing, or what is she? Like a snake, or? Amelie voices her? Oh, I get it. All right, I get it. That makes I get it now. Yeah, no. I was like, oh, okay. The voice, the thing is, like, I don't know how much of that is cheating. Like, if you give them a pretty voice, it's kind of feels like cheating. But, you know, I get it. I rate this an Amelie out of 10. And then we have one more car left. One more car. Louise Nash from Cars 3. I know for a fact that she thick and she move. I like how the music just stopped. This is our sign that the stream should end right here. We gotta pack it up, chat. We gotta pack it up. You know, I've learned so much about you guys. I've learned so much about you this stream. And I think I can solidly conclude that we probably should know less about each other. This has been a very interesting 3 hours. And I'm not disappointed. I think I fully expected this. It's different sometimes when you know something versus when it's right in your face. You know, I can't wait for the edit. My editor is crying right now. He has no idea what to do with all this information, dude. Alright, let's pack it up.